to hold on for a lot of FPX's aggression.
Yeah, they are going to have to sort of sit back and absorb a little bit, but I do think as we get later on into the game, they're going to find that the fight's worth there, especially for Dway, because his AD carry got to base.
Oh, the flash to counter-strike, the Vault Breaker, and Sheer goes down. LGD shopping a little bit was XQW. That's 4-man dive. Drew Barrage hits Assume. Sheer going to hit a nice little combo there as well. And they end up getting the kill to Shadow. That's the person you'd want the gold on as well. And turret plates going down. That's going to be multiple and a ton of gold going the way of FPX.
So this is good. This is the type of heads-up play that we were looking to see them play and take. Looks like they're going to lose out on that Dragon and maybe a little bit of push in the mid-wave as well. So this is gold going into Xiaoya, one of the highlights of LGD. But if FPX can break down this whole turret, this is a very worthwhile exchange for them. So much gold in all of those plates. And then move into this mid-game with a couple of Drakes stacked up and a power play onto XQW.
It's going to try to Weaver's Wall out of there, but there's no hope. FPX, they are dominating in top side. Trying to get this dive onto Care. I think Care might be able to get the minions here, but he's gone a little bit too far. He's going to get the taunt. He's tanky, but not tanky enough. The turret can't ramp fast enough. And the beautiful dive comes through from LGD.
A trade once again. So this is going to be turret for LGD. Probably turret down on that bot side as well. And Sheer looks to have been funneled a significant amount of these plates. Not quite sure of the total distribution between Sheer and Shadow, but Sheer is getting a lot of solo gold. And again, for a player who members that we've been trying to highlight in those supports, right? Dre has had 1 year in the LPL. Feels like he's come into 2025. Hold on.
Okay, maybe they just find Care.
Okay,
and,
there we go.
All right, you'll take the pick.
Nice and easy. And like I was saying, Dre, one of these players who's played for a split or played for a year, has come into this year quite well. And for YCX, 5.5 years in Tier 2. This is his first year in the LPL proper. And for a rookie support up against Shui, who's only a little bit more experienced, both of these two players need to find those engages and need to be those big engagement factors for their team. And I think that this game in particular, Dre has a little bit more emphasis on him with that Nautilus. There's not as much initial follow-up or initial engage. So Dre has a pretty big task on his shoulders to find the correct fights and the correct targets.
And I think as the LPL, people have been looking for the next generation of supports for a long time. It does not feel like we've necessarily gotten places and then are having those kind of developmental rosters.
And I think that to sort of slightly harken back to what it means to qualify here. Hold on, another fight.
Okay, Weaver's Wall is coming across. Dway and Shadow on the other side of it. Crescent Guard gonna buy a lot of time. Re-engage from Dway. Heroic entrance coming in. That's the 3 knock-up special that Climber just got hit with. Now it's YCX in the middle of everybody, and his life is forfeit. The martyr of LGD. See if they can try to defend a little bit here as the last needlework of the
Their jungle is, their jungle in their own right is nice and clear, but also the jungle they're trying to invade onto is getting lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, Sasa caught in the side lane. Heroic entrance, dude. There's literally the same combo we just saw earlier used on a YCX, and it works again. FPX go all 5 into the top lane looking for a tier 2 turret.
Knock up into knock up, and LGD not quite ready. Don't quite have the answers just yet. XQW.
Shadow's in a lot of trouble here. He might look for the fight back. Dragon is being taken up by FPX right now, though. It would be a second for them. It is an Infernal, so fitting for the Phoenix if they want to keep stacking that one up. But again, we go back to what we said from draft. This team needs to put the pedal to the metal in every way possible to try to keep their head above water that LGD is working for. So now onto the map with no real objectives coming up assumed, so we can't get a big bullet time. Is it to buffer for the rest of the team composition? I'm trying to figure out how. Obviously in side lane we know what his job is, but in these team fights,
I think he's got options, and I think that if you can keep Xiaoya and XQW alive, it probably means that LGD end up winning out in this fight, in these games, because there's nobody that can take him down.
Another buffer. They got the heroic entrance combo there, but Shadow's a little bit caught out. Crescent Guard going to be there, but he's going to flash over the wall. Going for the fight over onto Climber. Climber's going down, and now the bullet time onto 3. Gets a little bit of chunks on LGD, but it's just continuous one-kill win fight.
It's always pretty tricky.
Whoa!
Again.
Shadow goes across the Weaver's Wall. YCX caught. How does this just keep happening to LGD, a team that we've lauded for some of their togetherness, the plays we've seen, and they are getting split in half here by FPX.
Still bound by this mid wave. Xiaoya trying to step up, but FPX move their way toward the Atakan. And that's going to be the objective sort of picked up without really any recompense, it looks like.
Whoa. How did he get there?
The Weaver Wall maybe did a little bit of work.
But he was on the other side of that. We're going to have to check that one out a couple more times.
Goodbye.
Dway's going to have some time to check that one out potentially. That he's in the death realm. Roses are going to go the way of FPX, though, as well as the Atakan. They must get all of them, or at least try to. They go back in for the fight. Shadow's almost dead. Crescent Guard to buy time. He's just outside of the range, but the Vault Breaker's going to get the kill. Climber goes for the combo with the cease and desist there on to assume. XQW throwing rocks and going ham. Now Xiaoya, he's chased down the remaining members of FPX. Heroic entrance is used, but he's going to be chased down by Xiaoya too at LG. Stage 4 here. And now we get to see this chaos unfold just right behind the leader, LGD. FPX, they're feeling the heat, and now they go for an engage. Oh my god, the magnetic hook. Bullet time over top of it. This is the combo that they were waiting for, and these are the moments that they capitalize on. They're looking for the turret now.
Open the playbook, Mazel. Page 42. Circles, baby. They found them. It happened. They got the wombo combo. Dre plus Assume link up. They find Needlework over the top, and that might just net them the Baron.
Dude, what is this game? It is just going back and forth, and then FPX just slammed the door out of nowhere. And this is going to be like a 1,000 gold lead that gets ballooned so highly if they can utilize the Baron buff efficiently. They've already got a push starting to build in the top side too to look at a tier 2 up there. Meanwhile, Dragons will be evened up by LGD while they take the bot side jungle of FPX.
Yeah, and I think that they, as FPX now, need to take at least all of the tier 2s. There's so much gold sat in them that they can just leverage that to win fights in the future. They're not really close to a soul win condition. That Infernal Soul would do so much work for them, but they aren't there
he's
yet.
Gonna be fine. Shadow's taking the fight into YCX now. TP's coming in. Sasa on the flank of a Century is gonna be spotted by the TP coming in. Oh my god, Dwayne, call him Spider-Man right now, or else Sasa, you have to counter strike out. Bullet time over top, and there's the Venn diagram of doom that FPX have put together. Might as well call it a fire pit because the Phoenix is alive and well. They're right on to the next turret here as they have easy pickings as this Baron buff is still up for another minute for them.
And Shadow bullied out Xiaoya. Double summoner spells burned on the Ezreal, which we didn't quite see, was caught off screen. But the Ezreal not able to contribute to that fight. Didn't have the peel, didn't have the protection of his front line. And if you don't have that, then your entire composition breaks down. This requires concise front-to-back team fighting, which is not something that LGD have.
They just used the Gwen immune to burst down that turret. Shadow's been taking mid lane as well. What did I talk about that burst and bubble that was about to be this gold lead? It went from 1,000 to over 6,000 gold.
Play really through that mid lane. There's no Baron. Bot side, no turret to take is a lot easier.
Oh, Shadow. Oh, Shadow. Okay, they're going to just pop the emergency button. Oh, my God. They just eliminate YCX. That's your front line. Dwayne gets caught by the seismic shove. Nice flash. Counter strike. He's in there. Bullet time is there onto 2, though. And in the middle of the cease and desist. Now it's FPX splitting apart the rest of the fight. But Sasa, he's found another one. He goes down immediately after. Now it's a 2-4-2. If they can find the push, they'll back away. Xiaoya trying to...
A Baron take for FPX, work their way into that topside jungle, make sure that they are fully set up around it, work on that Baron.
To this Baron buff, as they will finally see that it's being done. Dway is getting lower and lower. TP coming in, but the Baron's already gone. Shadow's taking it. Nice engage from YCX, though. But is the enough damage going to be there, though? They've already popped one, as now they'll get the other. They'll be able to turn back into the GA there. Climber goes down, too. Oh, no, not like this. Xiaoya, he's being snipped alive, and Sheer gets himself a fat old triple kill.
FPX are going to go up into that upper bracket. They will play in the upper best of 3 to secure their spot in Ascend after their next game. A Baron fight to end all Baron fights, and FPX come away clean.
Look at the smiles on the FPX faces, the elation in that they ain't even done yet. They started. Look at those smiles, man. How is it not infectious to see this team go at it here? They've had a hell of a last 24 hours.